Hello. Today we'll be talking about the disposable gloves in our glove product line. Now, glove is a very large product offering, and so we will only be focusing in this presentation about the disposable gloves. Mark?
So disposable gloves, from Wipeco's point of view and from your point of view, I hope to convince you at the end of this, represents a very important area in terms of growth. There's an enormous amount of disposable gloves out there being used. Wipeco has a very, very nice program, and we are aggressive from a price point of view and from a quality point of view. Due to our relationships with our suppliers overseas, we've come up with a program that makes it very interesting to go to market with. And combine that with the fact that our graphic artist, Karim, has put a great deal of work into the artwork on the boxes itself. We're putting together a really nice program for retail as well as for the industrial industry. So to start with, again, we're back to the good, better, best theme in terms of its durability, comfort, fit. We're going to start with the good. The industry standard for cheap in what we have to offer is the vinyl gloves, available both in powder and powder-free. These gloves are made from a material that is not elastic, so it doesn't fit to your hand very well. The sizing is important. If you don't have the right size, it'll either be too tight or too loose. And it is meant to be an economy glove. Used a great deal in the food industry for handling food because of its cheapness. Once it gets contaminated, they throw away. They run through a great deal of these products. This particular glove is a price proposition. And as you can see, Danny having a size large hand and trying to put on a size medium glove, the glove is really not meant to last. Like, look at this. I mean, it really, it's the type of thing that it will break easily. It is the most economical option we have, and you're going to see a great deal of movement towards powder-free. In the past, easy on off. The difference between powder and powder-free is the powdered goods are easy on off. When you have an application where they want to put it back on, they take it off, they put it back on, you really have to have a powdered glove. A powder-free glove, on the other hand, will fit a little bit better to the hand. You won't get that feeling of the powder on your fingers and stuff like that. But once you've taken it off, you usually have to reverse it to take it off. And in reversing, it becomes very difficult to put it back on. It's not worth the time. Based on the cost of these goods, you're better off just getting a new pair.
So who would we sell these to?
It's used a great deal in the food industry. So restaurants, for instance, a Subway. Everybody's been in a Subway. When they're making their sandwiches, they're always wearing gloves. The chances are they're wearing these type of gloves, the vinyl gloves, because of the dexterity they offer compared to the standard. Like, the standard used to be what we called the Subway glove, which was that flat plastic piece of material which offered absolutely zero dexterity. Now they've evolved and moved into the vinyl gloves, paying a little bit more money per piece, but then they are also much more efficient in terms of being able to make a sandwich faster. So the vinyl gloves have become the standard in that type of environment. And janitors who want to have just a one quick use, they're putting their hands in a toilet or something like that, and they're going to throw it away anyway. Well, they're going to put a pair of vinyl gloves on because it's a one-use glove. So there's vinyl, so good, has its place in the marketplace, value. Latex was the industry standard for many, many, many years. It's a natural product. It's something that was readily available. The whole marketplace was developed around where latex was grown in the Malaysian area, Thailand, etc. The factories that make these products are prevalent in those areas as well for that reason. And the materials, the latex, the tree that creates the latex, were grown in those areas. So, as you well know, latex, there's potential for allergies in the marketplace. It's lost a little bit of its luster. It has a great deal of elasticity, so it fits really, really well to the hands. The doctors and dentists are still using latex gloves for that reason, because it offers amazing dexterity. From a durability point of view, it has a limited life. It will break relatively easy depending on what's being applied to. The other component that's important to understand in disposable gloves is its chemical resistance. So latex has its place in terms of its chemical resistance when you're dealing with solvents. In the industrial industry, paint and body shops need latex when they're dealing with solvents. So when they're cleaning their tools or working with solvents, latex will resist better than any other product. Vinyl and nitrile, which we'll be introducing next, latex is a good item. So
Offered in the 4 millimeters, both powdered and powdered free again.
correct, yeah. So 4 millimeters dictates the longevity of the glove, how long will it last in abrasive environments, and powder and powder free. Again, we talked about why easy on off when it comes to the powdered, powder free for a little bit better dexterity and losing that powdery feeling in the glove itself. So the standard latex one-use product, the 4 mil, versus the other option we have is in a 14 mil, 11-inch long glove. So this is almost like a dishwashing glove in terms of how thick it is, as well as the fact that it's a little bit more textured, and obviously because of the thickness of the mill, it'll last a lot longer in industrial applications. So important points about this particular glove: it has a rolled cuff. So when you're handling liquids and it starts rolling down your arm, it will not go onto your clothing or not go onto your arm. The rolled cuff will stop the liquids from dripping down in that way. Powder free, again, it's not easy on off, but once it's on, you have a better dexterity because of the powder free nature of it.
And it almost feels like a dishwashing glove.
In terms of its thickness, a dishwashing glove, a cheap dollar store dishwashing glove, is about the same thickness. This is more of a disposable product where you get it dirty, you throw it away. It's priced accordingly. There's 50 gloves in a box, and not expensive option in terms of using it as a dishwashing glove, or in this particular case, our target for this particular industry is people who are in abrasive environments that want to use a disposable glove that are using the chemicals like thinners and solvents.
What's also interesting about this glove is you get to see our brand new display. So the boxes, the branding, this will be carried through all of the products that you see in front of you. We have begun this process. Some of the gloves that we will be showing you are in the new packaging, but some of them, because we have remaining stock, are in the old one. But know that in the very near future, all of our products will carry forward this new branding, this look, this design for everything.
Thank you, Corinne. Very nicely done. So to continue, we'll go to the best option, which is nitrile. In nitrile, Wipeco has invested a lot of effort into offering a wide variety of products because it is the most popular glove to the industries that we service, whether it would be the janitorial industry or the automotive industry or just generally industry in general. From resistance to abrasion to chemical resistance, nitrile offers the best option in these particular industries. So to start with, in terms of the thickness, it's important to note that we carry a variety of thicknesses which will dictate the durability of the glove. To start with, we have a 4 mil nitrile glove, and I will point out to you in the nitriles, because we're dealing with all sorts of different size hands, we have a wide range of sizes from small right up to double extra large in every single one of the ones that we carry. So in this particular case, the 4 mil nitrile, powder free, all of them are powder free. We do not have a powdered option in this particular case, and you'll see a great deal of the 4 mil nitrile in the one-use options, or I like to think about it in terms of longevity. So a nitrile, 4 mil nitrile might be like a 1 hour glove. So in the case of Jansan, again, where they use it for an application or two, very, very resistant. You can see Danny stretching it. He'd probably stretch it all the way to his elbow without it breaking. See, it's very, very resistant. And it's one of the things that I'm very proud of with Wipeco is our suppliers are putting together a really good quality product. And when I say that, price is not everything when it comes to nitrile. You can have fillers added into the nitrile to give it a better price, but then you don't have this durability that you see here with the stretchability, and so the quality we put forward is like a pure nitrile. It is something that will last a long time, and apples to apples against another 4 mil glove against another 4 mil glove, ours is going to have great value in terms of the price and durability. So 4 mil powder free.
In
Now,
the light blue.
in the blue. Now, nitrile was created principally because the latex, which was the most popular style of disposable glove once upon a time, does not resist petroleum-based products and is not very abrasion resistant. So it is really geared towards dealing with hydrocarbons and dealing in high abrasion applications. So the 4 mil being a lighter weight will still have that petrochemical resistance, but won't have the durability in abrasion applications. Or in one of the stories I like to tell is about a guy changing brake pads. There's a lot of burrs on brake pads, and when you catch a burr with a nitrile glove and it's too thin, it'll just tear apart right off your hand, and it will not protect you from that burr, and you can get the burr in your fingers. The thicker the nitrile, the less of the instance of the burr breaking the glove, and it's a good idea of, as you get into the higher ones, the reason why mechanics prefer thicker gloves, the 6 mils and the 8 mils. So the next step up is we have a 5 mil black. So the 5 mil black, basically black being so you don't see the dirt. To some degree it's a little bit of a fashion thing where a guy likes to have a black gloves on his hands, a little bit more manly than a blue one. And so the 5 mil black is a new item for Wipeco, very little sales history on it. But important for you to know is who are we targeting with the 5 mil glove? The most popular 5 mil glove in the marketplace right now is called the Grease Monkey, sold by Watson Glove out in Vancouver. And he's done an excellent job of marketing that product. It is a fairly expensive product because he is guarding the name. It's at retail, you see it a great deal. In this particular case, we can beat his price and have the same glove available, a 5 mil black glove, powder free, available in stock, small through double extra large. So again, new artwork that Danny explained. All these gloves will eventually have the same artwork going forward. Our industry standard at this point in time is our 6 mil black. The 6 mil, again, powder free, lightly textured glove, available small through double extra large. It is by far our most popular selling item. Now, I like to place the 6 mil glove in the marketplace as obviously a little bit more durable than the 5 mil, but offering better dexterity yet almost as much durability as the 8 mil out in the marketplace. Again, targeting the Grease Monkey, the 8 mil Grease Monkey, very, very popular out there. We had placed the 6 mil as offering a better dexterity than the 8 mil. So its place has been well established now in the marketplace, a great price point, a good quality, durable product that we carry in huge, huge inventories. We can back up sales in this by the pallet load without any issue in sizes small through double extra large. So our most popular selling nitrile glove to date. Our up and coming glove, one that's become enormously popular recently, is our 8 mil blue. So our supplier has given us an amazing price on this glove. We've gone to market with more aggressive pricing recently, and we've had amazing results in terms of the sale. We can't keep enough of it in stock. We've actually have 2 shipments in a row coming in on this for that reason, another one arriving very shortly. This particular glove, being 8 mil, offers the most abrasion resistant of all the nitrile gloves that we have to offer in disposables. It has a nice long cuff. It is, again, very, very thick, the nitrile with the chemical resistance, available in small through double extra large once again. From a price point of view, it's important to note that the other boxes all have 100 gloves in the box. Because of the thickness of the 8 mil, they only have 50. The other one that has 50 is the 14 mil latex, so everything else is 100 mil with those 2 exceptions. The one other exception in terms of the number of pieces per box is when you start getting into the double XL. In the case of the 100 per box, they actually go down to 90. Because of the size of the box remains the same, we cannot fit 100 in the box, and because there's a surcharge to doing a double extra large, we put 90 in there so we can keep the same price point for everybody. So The next step up is there's an added value to the next glove. What is that? It is a texturization. So when I talk about texturization, all of the gloves we've talked about before have what we call a textured finish. It's just a light, bumpy feeling to the glove. This particular one is what we call a raised texture. It's an exaggerated texture. In this particular case, it's a diamond-shaped texturization.
Still in nitrile.
Yeah.
6 millimeter.
6 mil, so it's equivalent to the 6 mil basic item that is our most popular one, but we've added the texturization on there. And what does that give us? It gives you the best anti-slip finish there is for a nitrile disposable glove out there. The raised textured diamond grip is a very popular glove. Again, 100 in a box, 90 in a double extra large.
And if you want to zoom in on this so that you see the texture on both sides, it's textured. Now correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, but isn't on the textured side, even although it's a 6 mil glove, on the textured it can go up to even 7 mil because it's raised?
Yeah, the texturization process, you need to have a little bit thicker nitrile in those areas, so we can't really make a claim about it being a 7 mil because in general it's a 6 mil in the fingertips and in the cuff area. But where the raised textured actually is, it offers that much better resistance because it is thicker. The key feature of raised textured is its anti-slip properties. When you're handling a tool and it's oily and greasy, it makes a huge difference having that raised textured. The other feature that I really like to point out to people is the texturization, because it is raised, actually allows a little bit more air to pass underneath the hand. So that clammy feeling that you get with a disposable glove it's certainly not eliminated, but it is reduced with the texturization because it allows the air to pass through. So a very nice option, something available in stock right now. And a new box will be coming out. The one you see here is the old box. We're going to have a new box, a little bit better retail orientation for that glove going forward. And the last item is a 7 mil orange raised texture. Now this one, the raised texturization is what we call tire tread instead of diamond grip. The tire tread finish is exactly as you would look at a tire. It has kind of a wavy pattern to it. The 7 mil feature is in the raised texture portion of it. Again, can be a little bit thicker, up to 8 mil in that area, so it's a very durable glove. The orange has been very popular because you can see it, right? There's a big movement towards high visibility. Orange allows for high visibility. You don't lose these gloves, so imagine if you're working in an environment where it's important to remove any contaminants, like dealing with a train ball bearing wheel. Okay, if you ever leave stuff inside of that, it can ruin the whole interior, a motor, a plane engine. Orange would be a really nice thing for that. And if you're in an environment where you need to be visible, where the jackets, the high-vis jackets and stuff, the orange would just add that feature to it. You combine that with the durability of the glove, the raised texture, anti-slip finish, powder-free, really nice option out there, really real well priced. One thing I will point out with these raised textured gloves is our competition usually is out there in a box of 50, and they might be out there in the $7.50 to $8 range for a box of 50. We're under $10 for a box of 100. Excellent value in the marketplace. Again, available small through extra large, double extra large in stock right now.
And also important to note that while we do offer them in packs of 100, the double XL size is offered only in a pack of 90 because it's a much bigger glove. Space-wise, it's only offered, there are packs of 90 that are in the box for the double XL only.
And the way to explain it to your clients, the reason why there's 90 in there is because there is a surcharge for double X large from our suppliers. It is a normal practice. Everybody has the same issue. And rather than cost average all of them and do 100, we are offering 90 to keep the price point the same, so they pay the same price per box right across the board, even if it's 100 or 90. Thank you very much. That concludes our disposable glove presentation.
Thank you.